Angel Reese boarded a private jet. My goodness. For a postseason trip hours after missing Chicago's 91-86 season finale loss to the Liberty on Thursday night, as seen in a video on her TikTok page.
Angel Reese skipped a game with the Sky because of a so-called injury. Yet, hours later, she's on TikTok dancing like she's auditioning for a music video, and people are shocked. Please. This isn't the first time Angel's pulled something like this. But, hey, what do you think? Injury excuse or plain old drama queen behavior?
Oh no, she wants the hell out of Chicago, I guess, after drowning her teammates publicly. It's weird. You want out, but you're the one that actually did it. Maybe she did it to find her way out of town. Maybe that was the master plan. But this hurt back is been, of course, under some scrutiny. Some people have questioned the hurt back as to maybe the back's just not that hurt at all. She just didn't want to play. She tapped out. She quit. However you want to word it.
Now, let's unpack this because the hypocrisy here is off the charts. Angel Reese sat out Chicago's final game of the season, officially listed with an injury/illness. Reports claimed it was a lingering back problem, a sore back. Okay, fine. Back injuries are serious. They end careers. But here's the problem. Hours later, Angel herself posted a TikTok dancing, bending over, and twerking.
Let's check in on Angel Reese. As we know, she missed the last game of the year. Let's check just to be sure that we've got all of our ducks in a row here. Let's just take a look. She missed the last game. It was Thursday against the New York Liberty. Yep, okay. Right there. Let me scroll down. She missed with a D&D injury/illness. Now, it's our understanding that, of course, she's got some kind of a back injury, correct?
So let's get this straight. You're too hurt to play professional basketball, but not too hurt to dance on social media. And then you film it yourself and post it, basically daring people to call you out. This is the kind of thing that makes people question whether the injury is even real. And once again, Angel Reese is right at the center of the storm.
Reese, who missed the Sky's final 3 games of the season due to a lingering back injury, in quotes, posted a TikTok video of her and her friend embarking on a getaway amid the star forward's strained relationship with the team. So, let's go over here. This is... Whoa, what happened? No. Let's go back. There we go. Okay. So, let me stop this. This is Angel right there. This is the friend in the back. And Angel's doing all kinds of hunching and whatever. Got her back in the air.
Reese, who missed the Sky final 3 games of a season due to a lingering back injury, end quote, posted a TikTok video of her and her friend embarking on a getaway amid the star forward's strained relationship with the team. So let's go over here. This is whoa. What happened? No. Let's go back. There we go. Okay. So let me stop this. This is Angel. Right there. This is the Fran in the back. And Angel's doing all kinds of hunching and whatever. Got her back in the air. Fans saw the video and immediately shredded her in the comments. Words like selfish, fake, and attention seeker were everywhere. People were asking if she can bend and dance like that, why couldn't she give this guy 20 minutes? And honestly, they have a point. You can't tell fans you're sidelined with a bad back and then broadcast a video proving your back isn't that bad. This isn't about hating Angel Reese. It's about accountability. The WNBA already struggles with credibility issues. When a player skips a game with injury and then gets caught living it up, it makes the whole league look unserious. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark is out here taking elbows to the face, getting shoved every other possession, and still suiting up every game. That's the contrast. One player pushes through, the other checks out and dances for tick-tock. And let's be honest here, Angel has a pattern of this kind of thing going. Back to LSU, drama followed her everywhere, transferring from Maryland because teammates reportedly didn't like her attitude, publicly blasting her own team when things weren't going her way. Then in the pros, she gets benched for statements detrimental to the team. That's a fancy way of saying she ran her mouth too much. So when people see her faking or at least exaggerating an injury to sit out, it doesn't feel shocking. It feels like exactly what she's been doing all along, putting Angel first and the team second. And the sad part is she doesn't even realize how much damage this does to her reputation. Now compare that to Caitlin Clark. Last season she was thrown to the wolves. Hard fouls, endless trash talk, even players straight up admitting they wanted to send a message by roughing her up. And what did Caitlin do? She kept playing. She didn't take games off. She didn't make excuses. She didn't post TikToks showing off while her team lost. She just showed up. That's why people are saying Angel is no Caitlin Clark. It's not even about stats. It's about mindset. Caitlin knows she's got a responsibility to her team, her fans, and the league. Angel, she seems more focused on the camera than the court. And when you're trying to build a career in professional sports, that's a dangerous reputation to build. And don't get me wrong, Angel has talent. She's tall, athletic, and has shown flashes of dominance in the paint. But at the pro level, talent alone isn't enough. Every player in the WNBA is talented. The difference is discipline. The difference is professionalism. And right now, Angel is failing both tests. Even her relationship with the Sky has been rocky from the start. Reports said she wanted out, that she was unhappy, that her teammates weren't vibing with her, publicly criticizing the team didn't help. Then she misses the last 3 games of the season with this mysterious back injury. And the next thing you know, she's on a private jet laughing it up, dancing, posting videos like she's living her best life. Do you know what that looks like to fans? It looks like quitting. It looks like she didn't care enough to push through. And in a sport where toughness is everything, that's the worst possible image to project. Now let's talk about the league, because the WNBA deserves some blame here, too. How is it possible that the commissioner's office doesn't step in when stuff like this happens? Where's the accountability? Where's the standard? If a player skips games, then brags online about how healthy they are, the league should at least ask some questions. Instead, silence. Business as usual. That double standard makes things worse. Caitlin Clark gets hacked to the floor every game, and refs swallow the whistle. Angel Reese skips games and posts TikToks, and the league shrugs. Is it any wonder fans are frustrated? The inconsistency is glaring, and it makes the WNBA look like it plays favorites. And let's not ignore the elephant in the room. Angel Reese loves attention. She thrives on it. That's why she posted the video in the first place. She knew it would stir things up. She knew people would talk, and that's her game. But here's the thing. At some point, attention without production gets old. Fans get tired of excuses. Teams get tired of drama. And eventually all you're left with is an athlete who burned more bridges than she built. Now, the internet reaction to this whole thing was brutal. People were calling her brick queen because of her terrible shooting nights. Others said she should quit basketball, and just become a TikTok influencer full-time. Some even joked that Subway was hiring and she'd fit right in laying bricks. Harsh, maybe, but Angel set herself up for that criticism by giving people the ammo. And this is where the Caitlin Clark comparison stings the most for Angel. Because Caitlin doesn't give people that kind of ammo. She controls her image by performing on the court. Sure, she gets criticized, but it's for being too competitive or drawing too much attention to the league, not for quitting on her team and dancing on TikTok. This isn't to say Caitlin is perfect. No athlete is, but she understands the assignment: play hard, show up, earn respect. Angel, on the other hand, seems to think the assignment is go viral. And maybe that works in college where being flashy gets you nil deals. But in the pros, fans want wins, coaches want effort, teammates want commitment. Dancing on TikTok while they lose doesn't cut it. And here's the funny part. Angel's defenders will say, "Oh, she's young. She'll learn." But Caitlin's young, too. So is Aaliyah. Boston. So is most of the Fever's roster. Youth isn't an excuse for immaturity. It's about priorities. Caitlin's priority is basketball. Angel's priority looks like social media. Clout. Let me break it down this way. Caitlin Clark could average 0 points tomorrow, and she'd still get respect for how hard she plays and how much she competes. Angel Reese could average 20 points, and people would still question her maturity because of stunts like this. That's the difference. That's why the "she's no Caitlin Clark" line hits so hard. And the longer this goes on, the more Angel risks being remembered as a sideshow instead of a star. People already see her as a headache, not a leader. If she keeps putting herself before the team, sooner or later the Sky or whatever team trades for her will decide the drama isn't worth it. And then what? She can't TikTok her way back into respect. Now, let's be real. Here, Angel Ree pulling this hurt back routine while at the same time bouncing around on TikTok is peak WNBA circus. You can't even make this up. If Caitlin Clark even sneezed wrong, the league, ESPN, and Twitter lawyers would already be running full investigations. But Angel, nah, she gets to post her little vacation clips while her team crumbles without her. Priorities, right? And this isn't just about one clip. This is about a pattern. Angel has always wanted the spotlight, more than the scoreboard. From LSU days, she wasn't exactly loved by her teammates. Stories floated around about drama, ego, and how it was all about her brand, not basketball. And when it comes to the WNBA, that's still the same story. She's less concerned about winning games and more concerned about making sure she's trending. Look, let's just say it. She doesn't want to play for Chicago. She doesn't care about the fans. She doesn't care about her teammates. What she does care about, posting a TikTok that proves she's perfectly healthy while still collecting checks from the team. It's not just selfish. It's a slap in the face to the players who actually grind every night. Players like Lexi Hall, Kelsey Mitchell, Melissa Smith, even veterans across the league who don't have half the media coverage Angel does but bust their tail. But Angel, nah, she's dancing on a plane like she just won a championship. Except news flash, she didn't. Her team lost. They're out. And she's boarding a private jet like she's some kind of royalty. Hate to break it to you, Angel, but Caitlin Clark has already built a bigger legacy in 2 years than you have your entire career. And Caitlin didn't need TikTok gimmicks to do it. She did it by hooping. And that's the part the league doesn't want to admit. They love drama more than they love basketball. They'll protect players like Angel because she brings engagement. They'll turn a blind eye when she posts nonsense like this. But at the end of the day, fans aren't dumb. People saw the video. They saw her moving freely, smiling, shaking, and dancing. This wasn't some stiff back, barely able to walk. This was a young woman healthy enough to go out and play. But instead, she quit. And when fans called her out, she doubled down like nothing was wrong. Let's compare that with Caitlin Clark. Last season, Caitlin took some of the hardest hits we've seen in women's basketball. Body checks, elbows, tackles, you name it. Half of those hits would have sent Angel into load management mode for a month. Caitlin, she just got back up and played. She took the bruises, the fouls, the refs, swallowing their whistles, and still carried the fever on her back. No excuses, no disappearing act, just work. That's why the league can't stop showing her highlights, because she actually earns them. Now, let's be brutally honest. Angel Reese isn't Caitlin Clark. She never was. She never will be. Caitlin doesn't need a TikTok to prove her relevance. Caitlin walks on the court, and people tune in. Caitlin plays, and ticket sales jump. Angel, the only time people talk about her is when she's causing problems, missing games, or getting caught being fake about an injury. That's the difference between a star and a sideshow. And don't get me wrong, Angel Reese is talented. She can rebound like crazy. She's got the frame and athleticism to be a beast inside. But talent without commitment is wasted. And right now, Angel is wasting hers.